Good morning, Mox, and welcome back to FSCTV News. I'm John Nocita.
And I'm Erin Grant. With upcoming campus events, alumni highlights, and unusual weather in Florida, there's a lot to discuss. So let's get right into it. This is your Campus News Show.
February 12th marks the 18th Florida Southern College presidential inauguration, with Dr. Jeremy P. Martin taking the role of the next president. Dr. Martin first assumed the role of president of Florida Southern College in June of 2024. This will be the first presidential inauguration in over 20 years, with the last being held in 2004 for Dr. Ann B. Kerr. The new president had many thoughts about his upcoming ceremony, where he said, quote, "Since the day I was named president, I have genuinely felt a sense of responsibility for the college, for its success, and for the success of everyone who lives, works, and studies here." The celebration will take place at Branscombe Auditorium with a Founders Day convocation at 10:50 a.m., which will include the initial inauguration ceremony and keynote address from former Secretary of State Robert Gates. Later in the evening, students will also get to use their snake bites for special menus featuring Dr. Martin's favorite foods, including Chick-fil-A sandwiches, banana pudding from Fred's Market Restaurant, and mac and cheese. Students also are encouraged to wear red all day to celebrate the inauguration ceremony.
On Friday, February 14th, ACE will be hosting their I've Got a Dream Homecoming Carnival in Baddock Garden from 7 to 9 p.m. Come out for a night of lantern painting, kingdom dancing, and other special activities as they embrace the homecoming theme, Tangled Under the Stars. Lanterns that are painted will then light the way into the Eleanor Searle Drawing Room on Sunday, February 16th for the homecoming dinner. From 6 to 9 p.m., there will be approximately 3 50-minute time slots for guests to enjoy a hearty dinner, with the cost coming out of a student's meal plan for that week. Attendance is limited to only FSC students, with reservations being mandatory. To make a reservation, you can come to any ACE event, meeting, or tabling to speak with the Homecoming and De-Stress Director, Gabriella Shortridge, or you can go to her office hours, which are Mondays from 12:15 to 1:15. Reservations must be made in person.
On January 21st, 2025, Florida experienced a shocking and unusual weather event last week when powerful winter storms brought record-breaking snowfall to parts of the state. The storm, which primarily affected the Panhandle region, left more snow than Florida has seen in over a century, leaving residents shocked and promoting widespread disruptions. The National Weather Service reported 8.8 inches in Milton and at least 5 inches in Pensacola, both breaking the previous Florida record of 4 inches set in 1954. As the storm intensified, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis declared a state of emergency on January 20th, allowing state agencies to mobilize resources and provide necessary aid. The extreme weather conditions forced temporary cancellations of all commercial flights out of Tallahassee International Airport. Additionally, a stretch of Interstate 10 in the Panhandle was closed in both directions from the Florida-Alabama state line to US 90 due to lingering snow, ice, and water on the roadways. The combination of snow, ice, and freezing temperatures led to significant power outages affecting thousands of households across the Panhandle. Florida at one point had 15,000 power outages according to Duke Energy. That number was down to around 9,000 as of Wednesday the 22nd. The hardest hit counties include Wakulla with over 5,083 homes without power, Santa Rosa with over 2,357 households without power, and Leon, where more than 1,180 houses were without power.
Despite the chaos, many Floridians took advantage of the rare snowfall to enjoy the unexpected winter wonderland. In Tallahassee, residents brought out boogie and skim boards to sled down snow-covered hills. Social media was flooded with videos of Floridians, many of whom had never seen snow before, building snowmen and engaging in snowball fights. Classes at Florida State University were canceled Tuesday through Friday, and many students took the time to enjoy the weather. This historic snowfall event serves as a stark reminder that severe weather can impact even the most unlikely of places. As Florida continues to recover, state officials are reassessing emergency preparedness plans to better respond to potential future weather storms.
Hi, I'm Jacob Smith here to give you this next week's weather. And, I don't think we're going to be seeing any snowstorms again anytime soon. As you can see today, it's looking pretty sunny, and the same's going to be happening over the next 9 days. So be sure to wear your sunscreen because the UV index is also going to be pretty high. And, what's a better way to beat the heat than by being in the Wellness Center on the climbing wall?
So we're going to have Cupid Climb coming up on the 13th. So that's going to be partner climbs, Valentine's Day themed, all that fun stuff. More important than that, though, is going to be Meet Me at the Wall. So that's our version of Meet Me at the Barbell, which is the climbing wall as a space only for girls, right? Come here, learn what it is, no prying eyes, all female staff. It's gonna be fun, right? Get that in isolation. My job is to change up the routes, make sure all these holds here are fun, unique, new, try and keep a good environment. Our hours are gonna be Monday, 4 through 7, Tuesday, Thursday, 7 to 10, Friday, 4 through 7, and Saturday, 3 to 6, right? And if nobody here from Climbing Club is here, staff's gonna be nice to you as well, you know? We try and be a good open space. So show up, have fun, climb on.
Okay, that sounds great. Now back to you guys in the studio.
In other news, after graduating from Florida Southern in 2022, alum Sammy Beeson has spent the last 2 years making a name for herself in Denver, Colorado comedy scenes. She first started her comedy career in middle school by doing improv. This interest continued over to college, where she was a member of FSC's improv troupe Studio Box, as well as part of Swan City Improv, a Lakeland comedy group. While at FFC, she was a communications major with a concentration in multimedia journalism. But after graduation, she wasn't sure if pursuing journalism was the right move for her. The Denver comedy scene wasted no time welcoming her with open arms, where she found a spot in a new improv group and started doing stand-up, something she had never tried before. By utilizing her already developed improv skills, Beeson was able to transfer a lot of what she already knew into this new endeavor. We had the opportunity to talk with Miss Beeson about her experience, and here's what she had to say.
I want to be like a host, like a talk show host, or like a personality of some sort. Especially after like Studio Box, I kind of knew that being a comedian was like the next step from that.
Apart from getting success from crowds, Beeson was also seen success in competition. The Colorado Springs Comedy Festival was an annual event hosted by comics for comics to help build industry connections and promote themselves. The festival hosted shows ranging from roast battles to traditional comedies, showcasing their best of fest, where a winner would receive a comedy special produced by an open bar comedy. Beeson found herself being selected, and where she was deemed the winner and given the opportunity to put her own 30-minute special on the air.
I didn't know there was a prize. I didn't know any. I was just kind of happy to be there because it was my first. It was my first festival like ever, because it's still very new. I'm doing that in May, so it's just been that's just to say it's been really, really good to me, and I really do like it here.
The FSC men's golf team is heading into the spring season under new leadership following the resignation of head coach Lee White. After 7 years, White has left the program to pursue other opportunities. During his tenure with the Mocs, the team appeared at 5 straight NCAA regionals and 2 trips to the NCAA National Championship. Most recently, the team saw 20 top 5 finishes in the 2023-24 season. In an effort to keep the team as stable as possible, Florida Southern has appointed alumnus Brian Ritchie as the interim head coach. The Mocs are happy to welcome Ritchie back for the upcoming season, as he has a deep connection to the program, having spent 5 seasons as a player for the Mocs and later serving as an assistant coach during the team's trip to the national championship in 2010. The Mocs will return to action on the green with Ritchie at the helm during the Matlock Collegiate Classic on February 10th and 11th. As the season unfolds, all eyes will be on Ritchie and the men's golf team as they strive for a 14th national title. That's all for this edition of FSCTV News. Once again, I'm Erin Grant.
And I'm John Nocita.
Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you next week.